Now, describe to us again how you'd make sock coffee.
Well,
First, Grandpa had to weld a little wire.
he welded out in the shop piece of copper wire. It was about 1/4 of an inch in diameter. He'd make it to fit the coffee pot, and then make a little ring around it to hold the handle. And then Grandma would make the sacks, and she'd sew them. She'd sew them around this little outside ring, and then we'd put coffee in there, about half full. And I'd have to get up in the morning, and I'd be sound asleep, and I hated to get up. Oh, I hated to get up.
Why couldn't Aunt Merle get up?
I don't know. It was my job to make coffee. I don't know why Merle didn't get up. And he'd say, Jerry, 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 Jerry. Finally he'd get me up, and I'd say, get up and make coffee, boy. Okay. I'd turn over and I'd turn over in the bed and go back to sleep. About 5 minutes later, Jerry, Jerry. I'd wake up and I'd jump up and I'd go and put the water on, put the coffee in the ground in coffee in the sack, and put it on the stove, and put the kettle of water on the stove, and then I'd go back to bed. First thing you know, I'd hear him holler, Jerry, Jerry, you made coffee yet? Yeah, oh, okay. I'd get up and the water would be boiled. About that time I was aggravated. I'd stay up until it boiled again. And it would take the longest to drip through that sack. Oh, and you have to put it there, and it'd come to the top and foam. The water would foam, and then it would drip down, and then you'd pour some more water until you got enough water poured for that amount of coffee. And then I'd go bring him his coffee. I knew how he wanted it. 2 sugars and a little cream, and take it to him, and then I'd head back to bed and go back to sleep. That was every day, every morning ritual.
About what time you think it was?
Oh, it was around. So he could get up. He had to get up, and he would get up and go to work. And then I'd have to get up and go to school. And then later, I guess Gene and maybe some of the others would make coffee, and I'd have to milk the cow. And
you did all that before you went to school?
Oh yes, you did that before you went to school.
Cow's gotta be milked every day.
Would
I'd get up and draw wash water for Mama, fill her tubs and pot with wash water some mornings before I go to school.
How far did you have to go to get the wash water?
Oh, just off the back porch.
And then when we lived on the Vogel's place there, back there, we had to walk a 1.5 miles to the school bus. The school bus didn't come up that road. It wasn't good fit enough, and I don't guess there was enough children lived on that road. So we had to go out to the road to meet it. And then I remember us, Mama would have a job getting us up in the morning and getting ready to go to school. And by the time we got to the school bus, it had already gone. Well, we turned around. The first time we turned around and walked on back another 1.5 miles. And Mama said, well, you could have went, it was about 1.5 miles from the school bus where we got on it to the school. And she said, you could have went across through the woods. So we had to go back. We went through the woods that time.
Y'all walked 6 miles that morning.
Oh yeah, well it taught us a lesson. Taught us a lesson. We made sure that we made it on time.
Y'all were late that day, weren't you?